Well, this is it. An elimination game for the Oaks, an elimination game for the Riptide. Winner of this ball game goes to the CCL Championship to take on the Prune Packers tonight. And we welcome you in here at Sinsheimer Park. I'm Josh Mechanic alongside Austin Gregory and Sammy Holiday, and we got a good one coming up between the Oaks and the Riptide. This will be the rubber match on the season series as well. Each team winning 4 games apiece, so it all comes down to this. Last night for the Oaks, it was a rough one here where they lost 13-4 to the Prune Packers. Sammy, how do you bounce back after such a rough loss just 14 hours ago?
Well, this is really a test here. Shows how you can bounce back. Let's face it, we got embarrassed last night. The Prune Packers really put it on us, something good. The offense was non-existent, but none of that matters now. This is what matters now. Your backs are against the wall. There is no tomorrow. You got to leave it all on the field today, and you just got to take advantage of the moment here. Whoever comes out the strongest first is going to have all the momentum, and this is what it's all about right now. The momentum of the game, the flow of the game. You can't make mistakes on defense. You got to take advantage when you have runners on offense, and whoever does that is going to be in the driver's seat this game and have a chance to take on Healdsburg for the championship.
And that's what we saw last night, a couple early mistakes defensively for the Oaks that the Packers were able to take advantage of. And for the Oaks today, Tommy Brandenburg on the mound. We've seen him make his way into the starting rotation, and he's looked a lot better lately. Austin, what can we expect to see from Tommy?
I think it's just got to be another day for Tommy. Tommy's really, as you said, settled in as of late, and you just need to see more of the same from him. We've seen, times where he's had, one bad inning and an outing, but he cleans it up very quickly, and I think it's just getting on the same page right away with Whittle behind the plate and just making sure he trusts his defense even with the errors yesterday and just treats this as another one of his starts.
Yeah, just got to be yourself out there. Tommy, a guy who gets a lot of weak contact, not a big strikeout pitcher. And he's got to count even 1-1 to Shane Taylor, the leadoff hitter today for the Riptide. The rest of the Riptide lineup goes as follows. Santino Pinero follows Taylor with Dom Soto in his 3 spot and Nathan Manning, the usual cleanup hitter for the Riptide. Blake Penso's in the 5 spot. Isaiah Morales batting 6th. Anthony Angel batting 7th. And then Jimmy Zakar and Gavin Heimovitz round out the lineup. And Brandenburg falls behind Taylor.
No.
2-2?
2-2.
2-2, yeah.
Don't look at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Scoreboard is way off.
Don't look at the scoreboard right now, Josh.
And it's a weak ground the ball to third base. It's going to be along the third base line, and Daudet watches it go foul.
Smart play by Daudet there. You really had no chance at Taylor with that chopper. The only hope there was for it to go foul, and it did.
Yeah, we saw earlier in the year there was a ball like that where Daudet watched it and just rolled along the third baseline and just hit the bag. But that time it took a more traditional hop and went foul. And Daudet is positioned towards the second base bag as the infield has a bit of a shift with the lefty up and Gavin Grant back up the middle. And Daudet's moving even more now, moving back with the 2-2 count. And that one's driven into left center. Carrillo on the run, and he'll make the catch.
Attaboy, Rillo.
Great play by Austin Carrillo to start off this ball game. And there you go, Austin Brandenburg trusting his defense, and a really nice play there to start this one. And the defense for Brandenburg aligns like this. Catching mate is David Whittle behind the plate. Then at first base is A.J. Salgado. Middle infield remains intact. Gavin Grant and Jack Brooks with Zach Daudet at third base. And then in the outfield remains the same, left to right, Carrillo, Sandoval, and Ganus in right. Brandenburg fires a first pitch strike in there to Pinero. He's looked good so far. A couple misses that just missed, and a lot of borderline pitches on the corners. That one misses, counts even up at 1.
That play right there by Carrillo really is a big one, that one's destined to shoot the left center field gap, and with the speed of Taylor, easily a double, if not a triple. And so a great job there by Carrillo to get over there and make the catch.
And that one's popped up in foul territory on the left side. It'll get out of play. The wind is howling today, and that definitely played a factor in that fly ball. It might have even helped out Carrillo. It's blowing from right to left here, as it often does. Brandenburg ahead 1-2, and Pinero just gets a piece to stay alive.
We were looking up Pinero's stats last night after we knew we were going to play the Riptide. We knew Pinero doesn't strike out often. One of the toughest guys in the CCL to strike out, only strikes out around 7% of the time.
Yeah, just 8 strikeouts this summer for Pinero. The 2-2, the breaking ball that just misses up, count runs full.
I thought it was 2-2. I'm not sure.
Counts full now, or?
No, it's 2-2. You can't pay attention to the scoreboard.
The umpire just held up 3-2 at first.
No, he threw up 2-2.
2-2. Misses upstairs. Count runs full. Pinero, as Sammy mentioned, just a 7.1% strikeout rate, so no surprise to see him run the count full after falling behind 1-2. And he fouls off another ball. Daudet on the run. It's going to get out of play. And Pinero just continues to fight up there, as he often does. Couple long at-bats to begin this ball game.
A lot of pesky hitters in this Riptide lineup, guys that are really hard to strike out and foul off a ton of pitches. We saw it with Rivas in game 1 of the playoffs, only 3 strikeouts.
And Pinero flies that one right at Raul Sandoval. Yeah, Sammy, the first 3 guys in this lineup, Taylor, Pinero, and Soto, are just 3 contact hitters that just very rarely whiff. And for Pinero and Soto, each single-digit strikeouts. And that'll bring up Dom Soto, the third baseman for the Riptide. One of their hottest hitters this summer, hitting over 300. First pitch breaking ball from Brandenburg misses up, and you've already established the strike zone today is not super large, and it'll benefit both sides. Brandenburg gets it by Soto. Count evens up at 1.
We've mentioned it when Tommy does start. He does run into trouble in the first sometimes, but it would be so huge for his confidence to be able to pitch a clean first inning in this elimination game. And I think if Tommy can get through this guy right here, 1, 2, 3 inning, I think he could be going 6 today.
Certainly possible, and that would certainly help the Oaks out, because if all goes well, they'd be playing a second game tonight, and they don't want to use all their bullpen in this ball game. And it could also be something that help jolt the offense. And there he goes. He gets a strikeout looking and completes a 1-2-3 first inning. The Oaks offense comes up to bat in the bottom of the first inning. Ganus, Salgado, and Grant. We'll be right back. We are back for the bottom of the first inning. Tyler Ganus leads things off against Christian Finnegan, and the Oaks lineup today is Tyler Ganus in the leadoff spot, AJ Salgado and Gavin Grant. 2-3 spots. Josiah Chavez for the third straight game is batting cleanup with Zach Daudet in the 5-hole. Raul Sandoval hits 6th. Austin Carrillo batting 7th for the second straight game, and the new addition to the lineup, David Whittle, is batting 8th, with Jack Brooks rounding out the lineup as he always does as their second leadoff hitter, and they're going to be facing Christian Finnegan, who has seen the Oaks once before through a couple innings, gave up 1 run and 1 earned run, 3 runs overall. Has not thrown more than 3 innings in a game this summer, only 1 start in his 10 appearances. So the Riptide are going to try to maximize those innings as much as they can. The Oaks are going to look to put it on him and get to that bullpen early.
Yeah, get to them fast and early is a big key for the Oaks offense today.
Ganus takes a breaking ball, tries to let it hit him, it misses.
Wasn't too intent of getting out of the way of that baseball.
He was not. He'll take his HBPs and be hyped about it. Count evened up about 1 on Ganus, and that one gets him. And right off the bat, Christian Finnegan hits Tyler Ganus, and Sammy.
We saw it in the warm-ups.
Yeah.
He threw about 3 or 4 to the backstop, which is about as bad as a sign as you can get. But this Riptide team really depleted, with a lot of guys leaving early in the last 2 weeks or so. And they're in the same situation we are. Backs are against the wall. Everyone's got to be available today, and
The only problem is everyone that's available today is 4 guys, according to a couple of their players, and the Oaks have almost everyone available today. The only guy we won't see is Mike Stanford and probably Alexander Rivas as well, but all hands on deck. Everyone else will be
probably
Wes Del Toro, yeah, who ended up having to wear it last night.
Talking to Rivas before the game, just asking him, think you can go? And he said, my arm feels good, but who knows? They need me. Might get out there, but I doubt that this coaching staff would make Alexander Rivas pitch after the outing he had a couple days ago.
Yeah, just 90 pitches a couple of days ago. First pitch from Finnegan.
Just 90 pitches a day ago?
90 pitches just 2 days ago, I'm saying.
No, just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more, I think it's more going to be on Rivas. I'm sure if they really need him, they'll ask him, but don't need to risk it.
If you ask him, he's going to want to pitch.
Yeah.
If you ask him, he's going to want to pitch. He just has that attitude right now.
Yeah.
He wants to win. This whole team wants to win.
They do. And Finnegan has picked over more times than he's gone to the plate by a lot. 2-0 to Salgado.
3-0 now, right?
2-0.
Was it 2-0?
Yeah, it's only 2-0 because
only
he's
done
picked
2
over
pitches.
like 5 times.
Yeah, there's been like 5 pickoff attempts. Yeah. I was really concerned about Ganus over there.
And it makes sense. Ganus takes a lot of bags. 12 this summer, which leads the team. That one's fouled back, and Salgado was on that pitch. Well, if he gets that again, he won't miss it. Really good swing there by AJ. Counts 2-1. See if they try to run something with Ganus at first. That one's outside. 3-1.
Oh, what?
No.
Back to the AJ Salgado zone.
No. You can't. Come on.
So it's
That late, too? Come on.
Yeah.
What are we on down there?
2-2, even next to us.
That's the AJ Salgado special right there. Unbelievable.
That's, wow. 2-2. Salgado chops that one to short. No chance for 2, and Salgado is out. Great play by Shane Taylor on the run to get Salgado.
That's unbelievable.
He didn't even try to frame it.
That's so bad. It's so bad. I was just getting ready to say, wow, AJ usually gets a called strike on that pitch, on that ball, 7 inches off the plate. Come on, man. That's in the right-handed batter's box.
Yeah.
Painted the chalk.
Yep. And that's a great swing from Gant. Lined into right field. It'll be hit too hard to get Ganus home, but the Oaks now have runners at the corners with just one away. And already today, looking like more offense than all of yesterday's ballgame.
Well, it took Tyler Gannis to come up for the 3rd time for the Oaks to get their 2nd hit. Obviously, Grant is the 1st hit today, but you see the difference of pitching.
Didn't it also take until the 9th inning for anyone other than Gannis to get a hit?
Yes, it was Grant's double in the 9th.
It took until the 3rd, too, for anybody to get hit, and that was Gannis.
Yeah, so Grant and Gannis, the only 2 guys with hits the last couple of games. That one is a breaking ball that gets the back door. Good pitch from Finnegan. Josiah Chavez has been really hot lately, although nobody did anything in yesterday's ballgame for the Oaks.
Got shut down by Guerre and was expecting him to go maybe 3 and ends up going, what, 5?
Yeah, and that's chopped to second, and Josiah Chavez does the job. The Oaks take their first lead of the ballgame. Good start. Yeah,
you needed to put up something in the 1st.
Yeah, especially after getting the 0 from Brandenburg. Brandenburg puts up a 0, a 1-2-3 top of the 1st, and then the Oaks come back in the bottom half, take the HBP by Gannis, single by Grant, and then the RBI ground out by Josiah Chavez. Zach Daudet steps in, one of CCL's leading hitters, and he swings through the first pitch. Daudet, the team leader in RBIs, and he finds himself in a 2-out RBI opportunity right now with Grant over there on second. And Grant gets a great jump and shuts it down. Count evens up at 1. Grant had that bag stolen, but second-guessed himself.
Well, he was halfway to 3rd before Finnegan even came home.
Yeah, surprised he just didn't go to 3rd at that point.
1-1 to Daudet. Is in there for a strike. 2-1. I'm sorry, 1-2. Finnegan's been throwing a lot of strikes. Getting a lot of early contact. 1-2 on Daudet. It's a breaking ball and lofts it into right field. Penso's under, and he makes the catch. And Finnegan's able to just strand Grant at second. The Oaks still get 1, and they lead 1-0 as we head to the second. Tommy Brandenburg going back out there. We are back for the top of the second inning as the Oaks lead in this one 1-0. Tommy Brandenburg threw 19 pitches in a scoreless first inning where he set the Riptide not lineup down in order. And the Oaks responded with 1 run in the bottom of the first. An RBI ground out by Josiah Chavez. Brandenburg quickly falls behind 2-0. Nathan Manning is 1 for 13 this weekend. But he's been...
That's very surprising with the amount of runs that